Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Thelma's Creations and More. Today I'm excited to bring you day 4, yes, day 4 of the 90-day junk journal Stuffies challenge from That's Just Penny. Today I will be sharing with you what to do with your scraps. Your scraps. We will be making a little scraplet, as Penny calls it. And first of all, let me remind you, Junk Journal Stuffies Challenge is tutorials, quick little tutorials, quick little ideas on what to do with your things to make little stuffies or things that you can put into a junk journal, into your junk journals. But what I have found so far, this is only my day 4, is that we can use this to gift things in Happy Mail or to a junk journal friend, somebody that works with paper and does journals and scrapbooking, any kind of paper crafting, really. So today we are going to go over how to make this little booklet. And you say, why would I want to make that, Thelma? That just, I don't know why we want to make that. Well, let me tell you why. Well, this little scrap booklet is very useful for us junk journalers or paper crafters. Why? Because this little scraplet, if I were to gift it to you, or you were to gift it to me, it's a little treasure on its own. Why? Because it has papers that perhaps you don't have in your stash. Like this one was an index card that I got in a Happy Mail, and she used it to write a little note on. And so I think it's awesome. I use that. I use scrapbooking paper. Do you have this in your stash? Perhaps you do. Perhaps you don't. This one. This one. But look at the back. I hope it comes out. Maybe too bright. It has little grid like the little gift wrapping paper sometimes have. Has a grid on the back. There you go. It's very faint. And so this is a little treasure book for us paper crafters, for us junk journalers that like to work with different kinds of paper. Because in this little gift, if I were to give it to you in a journal or in a Happy Mail, I have given you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the little lace you can pull off and reuse, the little trim. So 9, 10 little things that you can use in your junk journal crafting. Thelma, why would I use these papers? If you are a junk journaler or a paper crafter, we know that we can make this into a flag. We can make this into a little, we stamp on it and we turn it into an embellishment. And these papers can be easily used to layer and make franken paper and tags and all sorts of goodies. So that's our little treasure book, our little scraplet that Ms. Penny calls it. So I'm going to show you how easy and quick these come together. So I'm going to use the other half of this little index card, but you can use anything. The trick or the tip to make these work is that the first layer of paper needs to be a little bit thicker. Don't use like regular scrapbook paper or notebook paper per se, because you need it thick because you're going to fold it over here. You can fold it over as little or as much as you want. You can make them longer, you can make them wider. I just chose to use this size just because it's convenient, and I thought that I could stuff this in a regular size envelope, send it to one of my junk journaling friends, and it will be a nice little Happy Mail for them. So all you do is take a piece of paper. The first sheet of paper needs to be a little sturdier. You decide how much you want to fold down, and then start looking through your scraps. I just pulled out whatever I had, and all you do is put this in here, because what you're going to end up doing is stapling them here, or you can put a hole punch and put some ribbon and tie it around it. But all you're basically wanting to do is to make sure you tie these together so that the recipient can just then either take it apart and use them all, or they can just tear it out and use them as they want. So you're just going to take whatever papers you're going to put in there. And I'm going to use this. If you have a tear ruler, if you want to make it all fancy, you want to use straight edge scissors, or you want to use decorative scissors, go right ahead. I'm doing is putting in papers that I'm finding in my little scrap thing right there, and kind of layering them and putting them in there. And so, you know, so that they'll fit. I'm using this little ruler that I got from BB Craft bookbinding kit, which I highly recommend, by the way. And I love this little ruler. I've been using it forever. Here's some music paper. I've been using it for a whole bunch of stuff, especially like this stuff. Oh, let me make it a little shorter. Okay, there we go. And so you're getting, I hope that you're getting the gist of this. Meaning, you know the idea, you just use your scraps, and what you're doing is really just giving somebody something that they can use in their layering. This was already cut. I think that's about it. And you gauge it. It depends how much you fold over, so you can kind of make it. As long as you're able to staple it or hole punch it or hold it together, you will be fine. Oh, I kind of like that. I think I'm going to do that. Okay. So, for me, I think... Okay, that will be enough. Oops. I just dropped something. For me, that will be enough. And so, now they're all in there. All I'm going to do is staple it. All I'm going to do is staple it. I'm going to use two. Make sure it goes through the back. If you do not have a stapler, you can hole punch it. You can sew some thread through it and tie it. Basically, you just want it to be able to be held together. If you needed to, or if you wanted to, you could actually glue these one on top of the other as well. And so now, what you're left with is this little scrap booklet, a scraplet, I believe. Miss Penny calls it. And so I'm just looking through my scraps to see what I can put on there. I think I like that. To see what I can put on there. Let's see. Oh, that one's cute. Okay, I'll do that. Just so I can cover up the little... Ouch. I poked myself with a little pin. Just so I can cover up the little staples. You don't have to cover them up. I just want to cover them up. I'm just putting a little bit of fabric tack so that this can tack down. And then I had this little lovely embellishment that I made using the cluster idea from using the stamp images that I did here with Miss Penny. Okay. I'm going to do is just add it on top of there so that it could look a little bit more presentable, but you don't have to. So now my recipient has that in the back just because I want to go extra. I don't have to because nobody's going to see the back. I do want to cover up the staples. And like I said, you don't have to. This is something that I want to do. Cover up the back. And so now the little booklet is just about ready. It's a way to, number one, get rid of your scraps. Bless somebody with them, with the papers that you have in your stash, or make me do like a little swap and, sorry about that, give it to somebody that can use it. And it makes a great collaging piece. It makes a great Happy Mail piece. it makes a great way to look a great way to use up your scraps. Now this would work great inside of a junk journal in a pocket or kind of clipped into the side, because then they have extra journaling room if they want to use this as journaling papers, or they can use that and decorate their own junk journal with it. And so this is day 4 of That's Just Pennies 80 Days of Junk Journal Stuffies Challenge. This is day number 4. It's a scraplet. I hope you enjoyed the little tutorial. I enjoyed learning how to make them. I think it's going to make a great piece for Happy Mail for my junk journaling friends. So that they can use the papers that I have. Maybe they don't have it, and in their creations. So I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed learning and showing you guys. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section below. I will be linking That's Just Penny's channel, YouTube channel, in the description box so that you can see her 80 days of junk journal challenge. She's way ahead of me, but I am going to catch up. It's not a matter of it's not a matter if I'm going to catch up, it's a matter of when, but I will get there. I'm learning as I go, and I hope that you are learning as well what to do with your scraps. And you know, if any of you is interested in doing a little swap with me, one of these little booklets, I'll be happy to do it. Just let me know in the comment section. I hope you have a great day. Keep crafting. Bye.